Hey guys, this is Devin, going to go over a few things with the Russian pronunciation in îmamï, ímamï. So there is one particular vowel that we do not have in English whatsoever. We don't even know how to pronounce it. Most English speakers struggle with it in Russian. And that is this letter I with the umlaut, as you see in the title, îmamï, ímamï. So this E sound, which is represented by the Russian letter that's also highlighted here on the screen. You see the first one looks like a little lowercase b that is called the soft sign in Russian, followed by the that little letter I. So in IPA, on the right here, you see the little lowercase I with a slash through it. That is the representation of the E vowel, E, but the slash means you pull your tongue back. E, E. So E is very closed off and does not sound very pleasant, especially for singing. E just does not sound good. So what we're going to do is to get the tongue in a decent placement and then to get a more open vowel to sing on. We're going to use the IPA capital I and do y. IPA, the lowercase j, if you do not know IPA, stands for the Y sound, y. Capital I is I, whereas lowercase I is E. So we're going to do this y sound to get a more natural openness to our singing. So starting with the first line, you see my IPA, we have îmamï, with the I with a little slash through it for E, but to not sing on that, to make it more open, we're going to do ye, mie. Instead of me, we're going to do mie. So we can sing on that if longer if we need to. Going on, again, we have the little E sound in inïya. So we're going to do inïya. And finally, we have pómoshchi. So with pómoshchi, the IPA, we have this little backwards O with a little cutout in the left side of it. In IPA, that's the O sound, as in hot, or if you're going to put on a British accent and say awful, awful, that O sound is this particular letter. And we're going to go po, then the little looks like a little W with a little tail on it. In Russian, it's going to be IPA sh, t, sh. So together that'd be shchi, pómoshchi. Okay, so make sure you just have that solid O sound. Don't go pómoshchi or pómoshchi, but pómoshchi. Okay, now going on from there, we have in the lower tenor line, we can see we have îmamï, ímamï again. But it goes on to inïya na ๊djeːvə. So again, we have that I with the umlaut here. And to say that, we're going to do die with the D lowercase j capital I. Die. So na ๊djeːvə, as in garage. So na ๊djeːvə, or die. Then we have raz vie. Now, in my original audio recording I said ๊djeːvə, which is kind of represented by the pronunciation given in the song, but technically, because of the accent in this word where the stress lies, you would actually pronounce this as tie with the T, J, capital I, tie instead of tie, so ๊djeːvə. But if you learned it as ๊djeːvə, they're going to be very similar and it won't be a big deal. But ๊djeːvə, because we have this E, which in Russian is ye, but when unstressed, it's I. So ๊djeːvə. Now, going on from there, we have presvyatya. So prie, represented by my IPA P, R, lowercase j, E. So prie, pre, the R should be kind of rolled. Prie, svya, svya, svya. It's a mouthful, but if you practice it, you can get it down pretty well. Presvyata. Going on from there, the last syllable is ya. Presvyataya. Now, going on to the next page, we can see we have ๊djeːvə. ๊djeːvə. So the Russian E vowel here, em, because this is the accent is on the first syllable in Russian. Instead of ๊djeːvə, it's technically ๊djeːvə. ๊djeːvə. Okay, so notice the IPA I have written in my music there. If you want to copy that down, you're welcome to. And then again, we have that O vowel in ๊djeːvə. And then we have ๊djeːvə. So ๊djeːvə is the back of the throat. Ch sound like you hear in Hebrew or in Scottish loch or bach in German. So ๊djeːvə. So there's the E, lim, but the L is going to give a ly type combined sound. Limsya. Going on, we have ty, which ty means you in Russian, but ty is not a very pretty sound to sing. So we're going to do tie. So IPA, you can do the little I with a slash I have there, but that technically means ty. So we're going to do T with a lowercase j, capital I. Tie. Tie nam pómoshchi. Z. Sorry, my fault. Z. So pómoshchi. Notice the Z with a lowercase j, I. Z. Okay. Now, going on from there, the last word we have is na ๊djeːvə. Na, then ๊djeːvə. Again, if you say ๊djeːvə, as in that is written right here, it is okay. But for uniformity, if we can try to do ๊djeːvə, it will be much more accurate to spoken language. Going on to the next line, we have na ๊djeːvə. Na ๊djeːvə. Then we go back to ๊djeːvə. 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 The O vowel. Not O, not A, ta, but to. So drop the jaw some and have a more rounded shape with your mouth. Then we have ๊djeːvə repeated, followed by ๊djeːvə. And then we have tvo. So notice the TVO, that's going to be tvo with the same O vowel from the previous we just did on the last page. Tvoi, 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 bojesmi. So this jesmi, we're going to do M, J, capital I in IPA. So mie. So instead of yes, me, yes, mie. Okay? Bo, yes, me. All right. Now, again, you can see my IPA here. We have tvoi bojesmie rabie. Rabie. Same thing. So you're getting the idea now with the J, capital I, with instead of we, we're going to do bie. Now, going on, da nie postjedim. So again, we're going to do stie instead of sti, sti. Very close sound. Da nie postjedim. Dim. Get that dy combined sound. Dim. And then finally, sia. Dimsia. Postjedimsia. A lot of these Russian consonant clusters have a little Y sound at the end of it. A lot of times in IPA you would see a little D with a little kind of J tail on the end of it. That's kind of makes it a more of a softer D, Y with a little Y kind of sound at the end. But I'm just writing out with D, J, I, M, which is more common to what any of you vocal majors have done probably in diction, seeing those letters separated like that instead of with the tail. Now, that repeats, dia nie postjedim sia, until the end. So that is it for the Russian diction. You're welcome to look at any of my IPA notes and copy them down yourself for your own part, if that is helpful. Hopefully that was useful to you. Thank you.